Yeah, man, the renegade. When afraid. Man in the wilderness. Keep it real and honest, running, no tabloid. Blessed afternoon to some. Blessed morning. Yeah, man. I think I want to show right now, it bother me, you know. Yes, bother me. Yeah, this to show you, Jamaica, the prison system, the whole system, you know, it want to clean up, you know. It want to clean up. Because there is no way you accuse a man of something and you have him for 42 years. 42 years. Remember Mandela do 27, you know. So me just round it off now, Mandela and a half. That'll be 41 and a half years. 40 and a half years. Because I'm 27, after 27, that'll be what? I have 1350, right? I have 1350 and 27, I have 40 and a half years. So Mandela and a half, that's 40 and a half years. Because we have said, you know, free Mandela. The 40 and them thing there. But if you know, say the writer, so, and you're accused of something. Remember, innocent until proven guilty. And them can't take it. That's why the force not change. And them can't take you and hide in our system. When you're mentally disturbed. That them said, so when him can't plea or nothing. We can't say anything about him. They don't understand that. So we could just lock him up in our system and then pin it on him. And we get rid of him because we do it. So I'm a madman, but pin it on him. Them do it enough. I mean, I'm going to play one right now. I'm going to play a couple more. Come on, play one 5 months ago. Where how much years them give? 43. And then have a next one around era that going to come out. Around 15 bro. Accused of. Nothing no proof. No court. Nothing at all. But you just lock them up. And you leave them there for what? You just hide them. No system. No check and balances. It's wrong. It's wrong, man. Look on this. It's wrong. Them are wrong. Look at.
The issue of persons behind bars for decades without conviction is back under the spotlight. It comes after another mentally ill inmate was released by the courts after...
Yeah, what kind of inmate, people? Mentally ill. And if he's not fit for stand trial, boy, you never, you know, you set him down in a Bellevue or somewhere you can look about him. Why you fling him in our system, just lock him like him and nobody then and just lock him up? You accuse him of something. When him don't even understand. And him not fit. This is a human rights violation. And this is a Jamaica. Yeah? That's a Jamaica. And that name human rights violation. And they have no fighting at the prison down there. Now people might look for some people last, you just get locked up in our system. The police pick you up from somewhere last and that's it. Nobody no contact, nobody fear, you know, to them such a mentally ill, just account. The man for the road, we can't do him anything. Them rape them, sodomize them, do them all kind of things. In there. In our prison. Them bill has plot for them down there, you know. You ain't no need for going in a Jamaica prison, you know, go sort it out, you know. Yes. Because when in the prison now run right. Them are sick. You when them say mentally ill man. And you accuse him of something, and you know, send him can't stand trial or something. You can't say anything, and him just stay there. And you just lock him up like that. This one, I see when them let them go and people come talk now, what do you think them get? If they get to the 40 days, them give them $1 million that good. See? It's sad, it's for stop. Hear this.
Almost 42 years after being classified as being unfit to plea. Karen Simpson has the details.
Freedom at last for one inmate who has been detained since 1982. He was
They then detained anyone from 82. 82. Eh? 82. Two different centuries in Ghana, you know. So, 1982, yeah, I just 20 years after we independence. 20, we're at 60 now. Yeah? Yes. 20 years after we independence. We're gonna run 62 now, right? Yes. And do 18 years, 82 to 2018 years that, and then from there, so to come back is the next 20 odd years that. Saying 42. From 2022 now and the next 24 years. So I'm not know Jamaica staying on at all, you know. From 1982. When him there, so him there no JS boss. That time him have sense in way. Remember it. Yeah. See? Them not give no treat, them not really give no treatment around this man. And them things are seen before on an international level for ball out against them things. Them things are evilness. From 1982. We not just like how them that read news and then pass it and like nothing to them in Jamaica still, you know. This to me nothing to them in because you said to a madman, him can't come back, him mother with him, not have no life. So them deal with it like animal, you know. I'm sick. No have the headpiece. So what we are thinking about him for? So we don't take him for a human being either, you know? Yeah. But you don't have no back at him. Yes. But sometimes your family they even know because them that move along and things say, maybe, you know. Can remember you have enough madman straight on the road and them thing there, you know. See? Yes. You understand? And them catch you and do a thing like this evil. This goddamn evil. See? Till all, you know, a man charge you, it come like the biggest thing. Till all right, all them things have to stop, you know. If you clean the police force, get out the baggage them, the garbage them. And if you tell lie, you know, any of your thing them, you are going to prison for it. You don't get a better Jamaica. Yeah. When we run some case and we get anything, I will say, oh, you don't tell some lie and thing, you have to go to prison for it. You get a better Jamaica because them know them are charge. And by the way, them can charge too. Them supposed to get charged, not to tell court liar right, no liar business. Wrong. This wrong. So you let him go now. You remember you them let him go and I'm going to play some other one. Look here.
Resident charged for murder but deemed unfit to plea based on medical information presented in court and therefore was kept in prison for almost 42 years. His name has been withheld due to the nature of the case. The man...
Yeah, there. You will tell him name, but five months ago the name them never will tell. And then you have some other name with them we go through me soon show you them. So you say charge of murder. So you know sometimes it make me question what charge him, you know. See? Because you come and say him, and you know, say mentally, you know, him unstable, you know, and you charge him. Amanda say you charge a madman there, you know, and get rid of the murder thing, and charge him. And you charge him. But you check it out, him unstable. And it's not one and two of them stay so. So you couldn't go in and like them going the mad, you know. Them unstable. So him can't play, him can't do nothing. So they send him a Bellevue and give him some help. You lock him in a hardcore prison. He can't play, you know. So you can't say anything about him and him never know where he has to talk backside. Him brain right. See? You cannot tell a lie upon him and him tell us him. Eh? But on a one, I'm going to show you this, you know, because I'm going to show you some other one just now. And you lock him up for 42 years. Mandela and a half plus. Because anything over 40 years and 6 months is a Mandela and a half that, you know. Anything over that, Mandela and a half plus. Saying, try to tell you how much years, you know. Saying, yes. Why? Let me play it. Let me finish play this.
Has been temporarily released to family members under strict instructions.
Yeah, there. Temporarily release under strict. What kind of strict instruction? Eh? When you forget charge, but under strict instruction, you are give family members an insane person. Eh? But them have forgot what? Maybe I want to pan down now for go carry him because him get you know MLP stay. Him don't know nothing on the road. Him don't know nothing on the road. Eh? But under strict instruction. You should have looked about him. If him go up family members, hey, we're going eyes on the fire. If you go up family members now, for you take a man like this in your place, what you gonna do? You have to find a cook, put him on, okay, you know, go sleep with him in the place, him while already, you know. You and in mental state. You don't even know. And then you have to take him now, what you gonna do? What happened to him? You just said it in dead. Eh? You don't know who take him 42 years. Who would have take him there, so? Think of this. If I'm mother, and I'm going with him at 42, his mother that old, she can't take care of him. If I'm sister, them that's other than the 42 and them brother them at the time and for them years, they must have grandpicnic and must want to take care of too. If are the younger generation under 42 with us born, them don't know him now. An uncle, you know, him is an uncle, granduncle and them thing there. You gotta take care of man no insane, but them all, a matter of fact, them prevent him from get treatment. Them lock you, hey, Jamaica government is a big piece of shit. Them lock him up and prevent him, deny him treatment. For even try and get better for 42 years. And they said there, hey, only human rights activists are not shit too, you know, in a Jamaica. We are the real thing. Because of them argument they ever use against them. If a man lock you up and you sick in your head mentally, you get your worse. Them can accuse you of anything. I don't believe it yet, because when you're accused of you're innocent until proven guilty. Okay? Them can accuse you of anything. Because you're sick. You're sick. So them can accuse you and say him do this, you know. Them does do something and accuse you. You better have on him, because him not have no sense in him. Remember him gone, you know. Man, I don't know nobody again, you know. See? And then when you have a state, remember, you know, you're innocent until proven guilty and take you. And remember, you forget treatment to try and come back. Because you have some people that stay away and then come back in a society. And when the state take you and lock you away from your treatment, 42 years, we have a problem. 2 decades plus. No, 4 decades plus. Yeah? 4 decades plus. Them lock you up for. Mandela do 2 decades and 7 years. I'm gonna do 1.5 Mandela. And plus a next 1.5 years out there. 1.5 Mandela, you know, plus a 1.5 years. So you know, when I have to check it back, I'm telling you again, Mandela, when you hear me say Mandela 27. And if you get half of the 27, you're 13 years and 6 months. So Mandela, the man that do 1.5 Mandela, that be 40 years and 6 months. But him have a next 1 year and 6 months there. Can father to him do. So him do 1.5 Mandela and 6 months. And we don't look at Mandela things, so boy, this long, look at them man. Eh? Look at them man. But yesterday, Patrick Bailey in him house, so him not do nothing. But we know. Yeah, the man alone at the house, and the man gets stabbed with a knife and do all kind of things. And yeah, the man liar, you take care of the man things. All the motive they right there. Them say you're in back broad. And the man knows a madman and you can put a blame on him and cast him away. And then the state turn around and then from 1982. You see, I'm going to make this slip to your finger, sir. And I don't know for them I come from too, you know. None of them I come from down there. See? The system, the justice system was, you know, it was mashed and below over back. It was below over back. Yes, Anthony. It needs to be over back. This is evilness. Yeah? The state, Jamaica state, I will shout it out loud. I prevent people who have illness, mentally challenged, illness, serious illness. Them lock you up and prevent you from getting the right treatment. Remember, you don't go through no court or nothing, you know. This inhumane, you know. It's illegal too, you know. It is illegal. First I'm working at Spanish Town prison, yeah. Yeah. A lot of people have told my jungles. A lot of people, and you know, so them sodomize them in there. Them have them own town, you know. They have some youth and think them have them own town. I think them kind of look at people are sin. Yeah? You lock with people, you know, and put them in there and turn them that inmate. Remember, you know, oh, you number one, in the first place, you're not supposed to do that. No court now keep or something, you can't just detain them that unconstitutional. I mean, I even ask. 42 years, nobody check and balances. That mean you have a population where them don't know how much of them down there. You just get up and just sit there them. And nobody business said, me look on a man. That mean the man them have no docket. Them have no fucking docket down there. Where can look on and say about him coming in for this? This never try no one push up this. This have exposed or something. Who no try to build some docket down at that? So you have no docket down there for them? This is new, no man, this it have to stop. This have to stop. And I am alone, you know. I run out him, I'm sure it's I am alone.
Executive Director of human rights group Stand Up for Jamaica, Carla Galata, is reiterating calls for several elements to be considered when detaining mentally ill persons.
The major one is, according to our opinion, somebody which is mentally ill should not be detained, should be diverted to an institution where his disease is somehow cured. Put them in a prison does not make any sense because they're not fully aware of what they did.
So, we can't cut off she. So, you put them in a prison, what you do to them? And then, charge them. It's like, when you get you sick, and the state fit, so we can lock him up for 50 years. Then do it! Look here, I'm going to play the next one. Look here.
Imprisoned for 50 years without going to court has been freed.
Them call a one name. 50 and the other day this. Yeah, and I go like 2 years. Them have never did this for 50 years. 50 years. And them just, say, oh, him did do this, And that is it. Nothing else. What did that keep them there? Yeah.
The man who was imprisoned for 50 years without going to court has been freed. George Williams was released after the Director of Public Prosecutions decided he was unfit to plead and that there was no one to give.
So all you have plead and fit for plead, what? 50 years and you talk about you decided? You beat him and what I'm right, you don't have no family, nothing at all. You lock up somebody, hey, this wicked, 50 years and you come talk about unfit now, 50 years? 50 years? So now the 42, me I show you so them do it. And this just come out the other day, and next one, I'll show you next one after this. See, so now one day. Them just come out to that one. What them do is push out them one. The ugly face DPP, let go the people, fear of the people them. You have fear of a man? Yeah, man.
Evidence against him.
After 50 years in prison without a trial and facing the court for the first time in less than 2 weeks, George Williams walked from the...
Like somebody beat him and them eye to man. Look at Panama, man. Man.
50 years in prison without a trial and facing the court for the first time in less than...
Yeah, that either look like them thump him another one over there, so yeah. Beat you, watch out.
2 weeks, George Williams walked from the Spanish Town courthouse a free man today. The historic moment was captured by many ordinary Jamaicans who waited eagerly to put a face to the name.
50
Sadly
years
enough,
then was
many
this man.
will remember him with the black eye he had after he was beaten a week ago by a fellow inmate in the St. Catherine Adult Correctional Center in Spanish Town.
Me tell you so them beat them. Me not tell you so them beat them. Them brutalize them, they rape them to man. Them do them all kind of things in there. Look at a man like this stuff. 50 years in there. And there when you are 5. So him in the 70s or maybe advanced in that. And you are beating. And do him ISO. A sick man. Yeah.
Despite that, his family was all too happy to start the process of catching up on the many decades they've missed out with him.
We're just going to have fun. First, we're going to take him to the church. Let him know the do's and the don'ts. We're just going to try and make up life so quickly with him.
You can't make no care, you try to make up life with a man. I'm done. Remember him had no right already, Them are evilness, Yeah.
Back his childhood days, his manhood days.
Him cannot get it back. Oh God, man. Yeah. Try to make him get back his childhood days and manhood days. How you do that? Unless he God himself. Oh God. Unless you are the Almighty. When your childhood days gone. Your manhood days after half a century. And she does a church, and the church I tell you it's 310. That's 70 years. So him pass the time already, and she want to give him one childhood days. You lock up from when, and not another day, and this is just how them deal with it, You're in there already, enough more in there, You understand this bad? Continue.
We're just going to be there for him. We're going to love him. We're going to treat him right. We're just going to do the best for the little life that he has left out here with us.
I'm looking forward for the next the period of years left because he is the first. He will be the oldest of 8 now. The oldest one has died. So he'll be the oldest of 8.
This is the house in Ivy District in St. Catherine where Mr. Williams will settle after leaving prison. But after
you see where him get? Look where him leave. Look where him settle. Eh? Look at that.
after leaving the courthouse today, the family journeyed to Linstead for some catching up with people who were never born when Mr. Williams went to prison.
Who were never born.
This is one of those persons. Her husband is meeting Mr. Williams for the very first time.
Uncle George, this is my husband.
No.
Nigel Green. Yes. So you know from now until all of us going to take care of you.
Look at the man I go, man. Eh? Yeah. Yeah, man, I think I am this.
A celebration was planned
Yes.
for Mr. Williams. Now, this is the Zephyr Main Road heading to Ewerton. And while here at the Street Vibes pub is not where George will be spending the rest of his years, but this is where he'll be having his first home-cooked meal now that he's out. Mr. Williams suffers from schizophrenia.
Yeah, that
and
again.
that he needed to be on medication. At times he looked lost, but at other times he asked about some of the changes that have taken place while he was locked away.
Oh God,
We
look
tried
at
to have a word with Mr. Williams. How do you feel now that you are a free man? How do you feel, George?
I'm feeling...
me sure never going with them teeth there. So you're in this and not even your teeth, nothing at all. Them look boy, you just deteriorating this. No proper hygiene, nothing at all. Nothing. Like dentist they and who they and what have you, them just deal with you. It's a failed state. Them thing I show you says a failed state. Human rights violation on top of human rights violation. Eh? They don't nothing with them, man. Yeah.
Feel free, man. Feel free, you know. Feel free of myself. In prison so much years and get me freedom.
How you want to spend the rest of your life?
Eat some good food and have yourself right play the rest.
In court, the Director of Public Prosecutions decided to drop all charges against Mr. Williams, who was accused of murder, wounding with intent, and malicious destruction of property. The DPP says there was no need to pursue the matter because she checked and found no witnesses alive. That
Yeah, the witness is alive. She check and find out. No witness. Eh? And I talk about you not pursue no matter. What kind of matter there? You accuse somebody and lock them up. And then the treatment not right. You know, get no treatment. But talk to people from in there. So we know this. At this, them just accuse you. Accuse. And then them do this. Some inhumane thing. Accuse. Them not find a guilty, them not run nothing. Yeah.
and the fact that after seeing him over 20 times, doctors say he was unfit to plead.
In light of the fact that he found that he was unfit to plead, then it means that he could not be what we call arraigned. We couldn't read the indictment.
Trial, no court.
So this bad. That bad, yeah? That bad. Unfit for plea, yeah? Yeah. I saw them deal with it. And that alone. So next one here, look at. And them enough, you know. Them enough. So another one with them just a little out now. That one here 5 months ago.
Douglas, a murder accused who has been languishing in custody for 43 years, is to be released in the custody of his relatives.
In the custody. Language. Them just accuse you and lock you up because you're a madman. Take you off of the road. Eh? And deny you the access. You know, forget treatment to come back. Good. Look here.
Mr. Douglas, who was deemed unfit to plea, was never convicted. High Court Judge Justice Leighton Pusey made the order this afternoon in the Home Circuit Court. This follows applications by the Legal Aid Council to have the matter substituted from the Governor General's pleasure to the court's pleasure and have him released rather. TVJ News was told that Mr. Douglas, who is close to 80 years, will be monitored by the Department of Correctional Services.
You know, 80 years. 43 years. Him just come out 5 months ago in a 1 year. 80. And boy, you're a monitor. Oh, you're a monitor somebody where you're not supposed to lock him up in the first place. If you monitor him, that means it coming like you're released from prison. So we are monitor, you know. You're not supposed to have no body and monitor the man. A doctors and them things they're supposed to monitor him. Both correctional service and monitor him. He's not supposed to be a prisoner. You don't go through the prison system. Or if you have correctional service, man, monitor a man in the first place when it's wrong already. Who's liar know this? You monitor people when them that release you and some other little thing and give some condition. But you're not supposed to lock him up like this. The state's breaching human rights. 43 years. And like I said, he's a mentally challenged man. Some send him a Bellevue. But you have send correctional service like you do something wrong there, so. We don't know if the man, you just put something on the man. So, you have them and monitor the man. Always you're not going to learn about law, you know. That alone, they tell you, that this law thing, but they matter about learn. Sometimes I listen to them and bullshit them talk to, you know. Them try to speak the Queen English. But not for this a bullshit, because that means the state still are violating human rights if you send them to come monitor the man. Remember, he's not supposed to be a prisoner, you know. A kidnapping this, you know. And torture too. And that a violation of human rights. A kidnapping and torture. Them are doing a Jamaican prison system. To Jamaican citizens. Kidnapping and I put it out. A kidnapping and torturing this. This are kidnapping and torturing. No two way about it. Somebody just like that means you the Jamaica. Just think about too much more youth in this. I know that's the mad people, them in about other youth, you know, and them going there go get mad too, you know. One man just say, remember I never talk to youth already, I say, in Ellington, when him there on the beat and foot, I tell him them have him in a detention. And Ellington come down and say, listen, you know the other road, but you see them two murder, I put it on your still, you know. I give them, man. And tell him point blank, you're supposed to have camera, you're not supposed to allow police to go in there go talk to nobody like this. And tell them a Geo, they murder them. Two man get murdered inside, but you name a car, so I don't know, I just scare them murder you. And pin it on you. Remember them never on the scene, you know? Them are police. Them that try to stop it. So somebody tell them something and call the name, them just run with it and do a bag of foolishness. That for stop too. Yeah. It need to stop. See? Them are evilness. We're not talking about it, that evilness. See? You have somebody with unfit for plea. Them not fit for plea. And you give them 50 years. Them reaching at them 80s and you send out prison warden for monitor them. Number one, them was not them are kidnap them. They're not supposed to be in the prison system. No. You can't just sit here and they, you know, you just put them and just sit in favor. For more than half a century. More than 3/4 of a century sometime. No, a quarter. That's a quarter. More than a third. A century. Them have man with dead in night, so them have people them go up there so with 3/4 of a century, yeah. But dead in there. Them have people dead in there. Well, I know them not plea. Them don't plea. Stay on hold and dead in there. Human rights violation from the prison and this will change. This is Arms House. This is Arms House. I can't one of my brethren there. So you hear this? Yeah.
In the meantime, Executive Director of the Legal Aid Council, Attorney Diane Watson, is encouraging members of the public to come forward if their relatives are mentally challenged and have been languishing in custody.
The Legal Aid Council is willing and ready to take the matters before the court to have their matters reviewed so that they...
No, but your relative, look at them to know. Them put the strain upon you. If them are work, them that check the prison. It never get checked. A man can't pop you off a road, you're not supposed to go to prison, you know. You get a look at bail and you go court and you do whatever, but them sleep in our prison system and last you. So you now go court, you know, so you just in there, you know. When you look 10 years, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 years, one now. Because remember, nobody now call your name. Nobody now look for you. They don't know where you're dead either. They might think you're dead because through your own son, you have van son. Mine. You go about your business and them say, so maybe something killing. And this happened to the people then. 50 years. In a Jamaica, you know. If this is not slavery kind of mental, this wasn't on slavery, you know. Not even Hitler. Old people, them kind of way. But them never, you understand, for 50 years. Yeah? I didn't do them kind of little thing of this wicked man. Them are wicked man. You see? You have to talk to some people on this, you know. Because we have to fling out the concern upon this and make a voice be heard on these things. These things are evilous things. What going on in Jamaica, we look out against the whole system. Them to go, man. Eyes on the fire.
Where are some brother?
Boy, me just show some little case, a kidnapping, you know, and torturing, you know. Yes.
Terrible act, terrible act. And me not understand how them say them are going to monitor the man after them have been illegal. You understand?
It's illegal. So, yes.
Yeah.
Eh?
So we are monitor now. You know, it don't make no sense.
And send prison warden, you know. That means you're a prisoner then. Them are take you to a prisoner same way. I monitor you.
He's still in custody.
You out of order, you're not supposed to monitor him. And like him did get them find him guilty or something, so you release him because he's sick and then you monitor him or something.
Yeah, he never had.
You're violating human rights and then not talk about your money time. Pantapite, what them do? Injure to insult, brother.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But if a man like God still him not free, in my opinion,
he's not free. This is what them do. Hey, check 5 them she forgot prison for even not 300 years, you know. What you talking about, man? Some of them look nasty judge and dirty think, hey, me not in them, you know. Because Jamaica, this are them violate people, human rights, and people not see it, you know. They just say, because they know people now come out against it like hard, you know. And I say, hey, but we thank God them come out like the girl, like the young mister, I say, you know, uncle, come out. When I say, you know, carry my church. And then the 5 years, you know, try to give him back in childhood when miss out and youthful.
Yeah,
but you can't give him back that. Unless you're the Almighty to backside. Eh?
Them can do their best to try make him as comfortable as
comfortable, but you can't give back a big man about childhood age. Them I do play with tie and play back with the little wheel where we used to run and them things. What am I do?
Yeah. You see the difference with them and me, Bridget, is that them have the right to carry him to church, but I think them need to bring him to an attorney.
That is it.
What they can do for you. That's my opinion, you know? And bring him to church all they want, but I think that after they bring him to church, they need to bring him and sit down with an attorney. And figure out how many of his rights was violated. You understand?
Yes.
That's what they really need to do, you know, get an attorney.
Yeah.
You know, we are some Jesus people, so we prefer to go make Jesus deal with it, I guess.
You know what? But them forgot to attorney.
Yeah, I think they need to visit an attorney. Shortly after, you know.
But you know, this is more than capture, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
This a kidnapping.
His rights. Yeah, his rights have been violated left and right. You know, all over the place. His rights have been violated. Therefore, when 82, that remember saying him in a prison from in a music terms. Him in a prison from Yellow Man.
Yes. In a music terms, that bad man is dead. 81. In that prison, right? 1 year after bad man is dead. A couple months after bad man is dead. Yeah, 82.
Yeah.
So, and him take that means a 2 different century that, you know. In Ghana, you know. Because the 1900, him finished out.
1900.
That 18 years of type finished there. And take him at 2000. And from 2000, that 24 more years. I remember you know charge a man there. The other man do 50. 50 years. And then I the same thing, and then, you know, him gone and say, man, them beat him and block up him head. Them get beaten and rape all the while and that, you know.
Yeah. But you think that, like, right now, whoever in charge of prison, them should definitely have a squad going around and checking every individual, right? Every prison.
Every prison. You have to count and make you know how much in a prison. That means the propagates are wrong. Because you don't count, and then you have to have a docket for them, brother. How that go?
Yeah, man.
Eh? You know, have you ever docket for them?
Yeah, man. Man. Them need to get a head count on every prisoner. Every single one of them. I find out who probably overstayed them time and who should have gone like that. Because probably a man was supposed to release all in the same way. You can't read all right.
You can't, them don't know. May I tell you something now? I mash them up now. You know, so them man that when they come out, because them don't know nothing at all and two them head kick off. If you tell them, say, you know, say, man dead and say I got dead. And think them frightened, you know, them don't know, you know. When them chip in back. Because they don't know, they might have think come out and think of the same thing.
No, for real.
They never see the outside. They say, brother, they're locked up for 50 years, you know. Remember, if they're from Jamaica, you know, they're Jamaica 50 years, they go down there, man, I look how the place stay and all kind of things. Them lock you away. You just tell them about it like they're in a different world. Lock you up for 50 years and 40 years. When you go outside, you don't know what they're neither, you know.
Hey, you know youth will get locked up in the system. Locked down from the late 80s and when him forward again you understand him never use one. We hear about him and see them on TV, but he never use one. And you know, it was for him there and when him come out, you know, may I tell you, it's a different world. Different world. So when him come out, you know, and see what I want, him can't believe what he see and what he miss. No. So,
but this is a violation, though. I put it, I do a big thing for them because of violation. And I kidnap and torture when them are doing in a Jamaica prison. Let me just tell you, the government of Jamaica do kidnap and torture with these people. You don't take a mentally challenged person and you just accuse him.
Yeah.
And then you say, oh, let me check you now. The one of them people that did that, you know. You accuse him, never try, but him in a prison. Or him reaching a prison in the first place.
Yeah, man.
That's why we don't detain him for 50 years without a trial.
Them have only for youth. Yeah, man. Them have only for youth in the prison system where if them get proper evaluation and thing, the prison is not the best place for them. I say youth from prison. The same youth where in the cell where him did a video the whole thing.
Yes.
And me I tell you, the youth is a youth where they need for that's a prime example of a youth where in my opinion where they need for really go by it and think something like in fit for come a road and you understand what I say? Only for youth they don't have black up the man. So poor people and nobody no business with them man. So forth. You know, none of them can be evaluated. In my opinion, you know. And
I talk to two policemen to and them thing them because them thing around, you know. And then she come out like she had something about restriction, you know, with these people. You're not supposed to in a prison. So you have to deal with him like him a prisoner same way. When him supposed to do a Bellevue and get him treatment and do all kind of things. You're supposed to have a place to that with them deal with you. They can't put somebody where you accuse him and then they say everybody dead there. So somebody can accuse and you deal with him like him guilty. Yeah. And that you do after only guilty and deal with him so.
Yeah. And
you're innocent until proven guilty. Now follow the Constitution. Oh, you make him like him guilty until proven innocent. Who no piece of fucking shit, you know. I'm an innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah, man, and if him get out and under guard, him still in a custody.
You can't do this. You know, Jamaica, but hey, let me tell you this, you know them brainwash for a lot of things, you know, brother. Where, you know, sometimes I look on it and that's what I tell you, so them think back way, you know. With their head of them, you know. A man come and them charge you. And it through them a discharge charge, police charge, when you look at paper run up and down, with all kind of little things that push up. You get charged. You're innocent until proven guilty. No one see the court thing run out. No one see it run out. And when they not charge you now, that they run through, you have to get a charge to run through the court system. So why you run through the court system? So you get a charge to run through it. And get a chance to come prove yourself. But when you have some mad people now, they can't prove themselves, anybody can't tell lie on them, you just murder a man and say, boy, the man they don't they say, you know. And your man for the dog at him. They see when him chop the man, you know. And you know, not check yourself and say, but if it's a madman, this stop me, nobody now move with him. A man get shot, so where him get the gun from? Number one, if you're a madman and you have a gun, them are going to want to take it from you. Me not ask you. So if I get to you, then you're a madman and you have a gun, them are come feet, them rather kill you and take it from you. Because them are say you're not supposed to have it and you're mad that you will do this. See? Yeah. So anything happen there, so I say, yo, we have put him on the manners. Them more go and kill you and take it from you. But if them can't make you stay there, and them say, hey, you know, same used to go on with a way and chuck it when him did younger. All right, we can't blame him, you know, go to jail already, you know. So them just commit a crime and just say, you know, somebody run out, you know. Kind of them say, man, around them and send them woman for run out or some female or something. And him do the crime, you know. You say, yes. And you not think because most of the detective them defective in Jamaica, you know, right?
Yeah, unfortunately, you know. Unfortunately.
Them defective.
You know. Yeah.
So you have some real detective at half two, no? Yes, at half two, no. But I real note, yes. You have some real detective.
Them have some great police.
Yes. But you have some little one, you know, them defective. Be a foolish.
Yeah,
like when my sister a virgin of Portland, I want to show that video there. Him stop the virgin of Portland. And I say I carry him to get a report if the man forgive him driver's license and him papers. But if you get a report a car missing, a car stolen, right? Me I come to you and I give my car, I get my chassis number and get my thing them. Come here, I have document. If you report it, now if you report you can't just get a call and I look out same time. Them have a report and tell you what you look out for. See? Right. So you know the chassis number. So even me give you my paper. And if you just store it, you're not gonna look on my thing, you're gonna look on the thing where you have your information if you stop the car. Don't go let people either. Or you're gonna stop the car and say it match a car we're missing. But you know, look on the chassis number. Like our car there with them the thief, you know, so the boy that change the chassis number. Of course.
Yeah.
The one who make him run out and run away.
Yeah.
Yes. And get back here.
Yeah, well.
Boy, and the people inside with it. And then them they go for paper and things that change. When the car sell, them realize the chassis number change. And then they have to go back to the police and pay them money and then I think a man with them and they have to carry the car to them and then them change it back, fix it back. Boy, take one of the one and turn it into something else. Change the chassis number.
Okay, so them take like the one and turn it in.
And then them get back new paper. Like them that go and get new paper the one. You understand?
Yeah.
Them that go and get new paper. So you know how it roll. Remember me boss a case there, you know. I will tell the boy when he living and say my youth don't play with me, you know. May I show them so the world I love, you know, because you see that's why I tell them said even if we never stop, they can't play with a man go away. And but I go like you look for me, I better keep away from me when me attack my truth. Come in and I foolishness, me I really get her, you know. You see? I really get her, man. So and I like you're running for me and show me not what me know. You hear that?
Yeah. But I really advise. I really advise. I can't tell them what to do, but I would really advise whoever in charge of prison to do a head count and see who did it after a certain amount of time. And look on them dockets and look on them things and see what really, if they should really be there. You know, it should be a good thing for them to do.
But the government not do it.
Yeah.
And the National Justice Minister should have right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, this is really sad.
For the National Security, how would you deal with prison? Are the Justice Minister or the National Security Minister? Any one of them would deal with prison? If the Justice Minister, so one of them, so them to deal with it. You have a appropriate count in a prison, and if you know you have to identify every man in a prison. That means the police could catch you or a man just catch and just push in a prison and lock it, you know.
Yeah.
And that's it, you know. Because that means them last a lot them hide a lot of man in there, you know. A man said detain him, send him down there for me. And that's it.
Yeah, man.
Come on, threat man, you know, hey. You have police at Jamaica or threaten man and say, listen, me are last in a prison, you know. Me are last you in a prison. That alone you lose your job. I'm gonna send you a prison. Yeah. Because that's not supposed to be determined by you. And you're not supposed to have no biases. You're supposed to remember when a man commit a crime against the state, not against you.
Right.
At the Constitution, I follow no better.
Yeah, man, that's
supersede everything else. Yes. Yeah, so man, that's my father. So me now, you know, I'm a man, me run through it. So when me know. And I like what them are tell me.
Yeah, man.
You understand?
Yeah, man, I really think.
And I like what them are tell me.
No. Big up some people like chat Empress Cheered and big up a virgin Mr. T and Jungle and whoever they there now. My sister in Paul a long time when I hear you up. See? Yeah, man, and just pick up the whole family. Undercover, the virgin. Pick up everybody, man. You see?
Yeah.
See? So,
yeah, man.
I forgot coach now, you know, brother.
All right, sir. That,
yeah, man.
One day,
all right,
yeah?
good job here, sir. Keep it up.
No, man, you know, so we keep it with us. I'm going to put them. And by the way, this morning, you know, see them run out up above pay people. And I clean up the place. Because I show it Sunday and burn them again, you know. So far as them send tractor, I'm going to show them the tractor right now. Anything with them do, remember me have it here, you know. Remember me have eyes all over the place, you know. I talk about Jamaica high. Me have my high them all over the place. Correspondent. You understand? So when I depend on when them have not put the eye on me, I show them the video. I mean I show them him send tractor in there. I'm at a fax. Yeah, so yeah, see that. Just coming up. Yeah, show them what I want to find out.
Nowhere. I'm going to get that to show them what
Yeah, man, I'm going to get that to show this man. Jamaica, I'll show them. People know that. So I want to now go to the same way. Fix up the market. You see that? Now show somebody anywhere after the time, you know, don't fear me, you know. You know what's on now, though? Eh? See that? Yeah. Now what's on now, man? Straight in there, what are you talking about? You can't stop from the see that? Alright. Renegade when afraid. Man in the wilderness.
Yo, brother, we talking that hour.
Yeah, man.
All right, brother.
Yeah, man. Some people, them go and them carry them bulldozer and some other things that try clean up in there. Can I remember me show them Sunday, you know, and see that? Me show them for the 31st, don't you? See that? Me show them now going with nothing. For a month I had now, this is going to be the second month. You see it? So them send bulldozer now this morning, yeah. I mean, I show them send bulldozer. So I keep up the pressure. See that? No joke. See that? May I show them. When I care what them do, may I show them. Renegade. We're not afraid, man, I wilderness. See? Yeah, man. The renegade not afraid, man. We have some, man. See? Yeah, man. Yeah, man, the renegade never went afraid, man. Yes, man. Remember, me if you have eyes on the whole of that thing, you know. At that chambers, them, man. Bad girl, Tiffy, at that chambers. Then I was that kind of thing when I'm used to run. So, make the renegade showing about Buff Beer. And I see them send the bulldozer and thing. I not asking them for the sell it, I showing it, you know. So, I show no, so the renegade. Him reading out, yeah, man. Go back to Buff Beer there, so. Buff Beer, where you there? See that? See that? Them are clean from the ground, you know? When I show them some that's what I'm saying. So we take that and I take them up. See that? Yeah, man. We're going to take note of what one, yeah? Yeah, man. Take notes in the market there. Yeah, man. Hey, what one, sir? You have to call it quick in the cards. Yes, man, you have to call it quick. We just show the market, but I have to ask you something. I ask some other people, but you know, you have to run up on the thing there right away. You have to call it fast. All right, I show them the clean Buff Beer market. Can I show it Sunday and I show them say that God damn this place. No, them run out and I clean it. So I want to see them fix it. So I show the member of parliament down there, so I see him send bulldozer and them do him thing. Can I remember them talk about Jamaica eye, you know, but me have my eye all over the place. See? Me not ask him, I show him what I do. I show him on the time when him do it. Because I know when I show him the time and stamp, he may come and say, but you did clean from when? No. Today you do that. And today what? The third? Today the third. You send a team. So me like document things. So I show him some just follow the step. Because Mountain had them not touch nothing, you know. Alright, so here what I call about now. I call about the prisoner them now, the one where them let go. and the one where them let go before. The 50 year, you know, same unfit for plea.
40 years.
That one have 42. Now, me show the one, because what me do, me show the one with 50 years the other day. The one from the 70s, right? The man, they were into 50 years. Them they thump in my mind when them go female. The week before. Because them beat them down there, you know. And then me show next one of 43 years. That are 5 months ago. I'm sure that one I know what them just had the 42. See? All right. You know, the world, everything come out to the same thing. Yeah? I'm an innocent until proven guilty. And if you say I'm insane from them time there, you send them to a mental institution. You're not supposed to kidnap and torture him, man. A human rights violation, you know.
Very, very. Yes, you're right.
Human rights violation. And then Stretch 5 now. Yes. And then I'm going to make a talk right now. But Stretch 5 now, I say, you know, she send him out for strict condition. Strict condition, that's when you get charged, you know. And you break down if it's sick in there, you know. But you don't get not, you don't get sentenced. You don't get sentenced. Right? And but you have to send out prison water for Manita. Manita who? You kidnap and torture him, can get thumped and beat and get raped. Them, enough of them get sodomized in there. I think when we know because I talk to more than one set of people in there. Prison water and prisoner life. I mean, you can have a thing when them boys turn over there too, you know. Don't have thing there, you know. Them have a little part where them have certain people, you know, mentally and some other people them sodomize and do all kind of things to them. Same? And who beat them and who do all kind of things to them, right? And you remember, I know, you know, you say, oh, the man didn't fit for plea and, you know, no witness to the about. You know, a man that's sick from outside. I mean, I said, I put this to you. Now, if you tell me, say, the man they shoot a man. Yeah? Me I tell you, say, no, if him did sick from outside and you say him shoot a man. If I get to him there, or me, no, I get to run. If you're a sick man, you know, you did even say you're bad and you're sick and you have a gun, them are come feet in a better. Them no want a sick man have gun around them, you know. Either them kill you and take it away, them just come take it away. Them no want to kill you, but then take it away. You understand? But you couldn't be a sick man and then slump on some gun with them, no. Because then I take all from you and you're sick like this, and then you have gun. Because a man want to take one man when a sick gun much, yes. Shoot you and take it. You understand? See? So if you're sick, when them say, the man that do this and the man that do that, and you don't get no chance, you can't plead nothing, you don't know nothing. Them to put you in a psychiatric care. Them for send you in a mental institution. But not lock you in a hardcore prison for 40 and 50 years, 40 and 50 years, man. Isn't that wrong, sir?
Definitely. So I just want to walk you through the justice system with JC a minute.
Yes.
So we are the, you know, preserve peace and detect and crime, right?
Mm-hmm.
Detect and prevent crime. So in detecting crime, it can be a report or it can be observation. Once that crime is detected, an investigation should be done, right? Police officers are not judge and jurors. All we do is carry the evidence and we carry it to the prosecution team, to the court system, and then carry them through the court system. During that time, the suspect or the accused, once he reach court system, he's an accused, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's still considered a free person. The prosecution have some evidence and they're saying to the court that, listen, we have some evidence and we want the court to decide whether this man is guilty or not. All right? Mm-hmm. And them go through it. So even the jailing system, the people who go to jail, should be treated as free person. Because you're not guilty until you're not guilty until proven so. You understand? You follow that far.
Mm-hmm.
So even the jail system, you're going through your prosecutorial procedure courts, you're still a free person until proven otherwise. So even at the jail, you have the state have a duty of care. It means that the food where you eat, your security behind the bars, right? The place where you sleep, the state have a duty of care. Right? I'm say state, I mean Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
After this person is found guilty or not, well, evidentially should be freed. If he's found guilty, depending on him sentencing, he can go one of many correctional facility. And in most first world country, you start a rehabilitation phase. In Jamaica, that's non-existent, right? What will happen is when an accused go before one of the man them, remember we not convicted yet, go before court, him get stuck in the rut with him not be able to plea. Every time him show up to court, he's unable to plea. And remember, the justice system in Jamaica take all 5, 6, 7 years to come to get a proper trial date when you're poor or when you're too rich. I remember how long Vybz Kartel case take for trial versus Reed. You understand? You follow me, Wayne?
Yeah, man, I follow me. I this year, man.
So when they're too poor now, you will get stretches of 2 years. So you go to court, you're not fit to play, right? Them give you a stretch on next 2 years to the next court date. So that's a 2 year now for your next court date, right? The psychologists and certain facilities in Tower Street, so then we set up documentation and put the people in a psychiatric ward in down at the prison, and then you will get lost in that cycle. And what we always place it, when poor management, because there's nobody to see that years upon court date that this man is not a convict.
Yeah, he's not until, yeah, because not a convict.
Yeah,
he's not. But you deal with him as such.
Because
it's violation of human rights, brother.
Of course, it have to be.
Big time.
I don't know only him when that's why I carry through the whole process. It's not only him.
More the people here. Yes.
From the jailing system. Because look at their conditions. Look at how them treat them. And then when you still have a duty of care when they get convicted. How much people are actually rehabilitated? None. They don't have the proper programs.
And make us attach something and then you just finish, right? You know what that do to a country itself, like a Jamaica, where it mashed on the same fabric where you want to say you serve and protect and you want to reassure, you want a better Jamaica. You cannot get a better Jamaica with this one now, though. Is that them just evil in themselves? That them feel say when what have you? Even the jail. Can we say people that jail get beaten and I get broke up for all of them in jail and all kind of things and how them treat you at jail. It's unbelievable. Because them supposed to treat you right, you know. If you as a police, and it's entrenched, you know, in the Constitution. If you as a police, you carry a man here and you hold him. Remember, you know, you charge him. And you say, okay, me detain him so till whether the court can give him bail or you can give him a station bail because of what. So the court can give him bail. You're supposed to make sure the man is safe, you know. But you put him in now. You're not supposed to get up and tomorrow you come here and say, boy, some man kill him because you put him in a cell with 20 man. Have him get poison. You supposed to blade the brunt of that, you know. Because I tell you supposed to, uno have the prisoner and them is supposed to keep him safe. It's there. It's there. So I just wonder what of them who are them supposed to say him safe. You know, put him in there to get beaten and mash up. Remember, in the innocent until proven guilty.
Yes, sir.
And they're going to beat and do things. It's wrong. Yes, brother.
So when you go into the court and you hear the judges speak, this is the way they speak. And if you don't have the experience to understand this or the knowledge, because if you stop any police officer, how much of them actually know the actual justice system and what their duties entail? It comes to a simpler fact if you ask a police boss, why you stop me? It's an argument.
Yeah, I'm hey, stop if you stop.
Who is you when I say police? Why you stop? Oh, we reach this side. Edify me. Tell me, say, boss, you never have a seatbelt and under the traffic code.
That's why I stop you. Because you have to have a reason to stop me, you know. So you have to tell me. You're right.
A ticket.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
You know, you do your job. Right? So if a man, anywhere you go, if you're a customer service provider, right? You're there for the safety and security of all. Including the man we arrest.
Yes.
Tell accusers and suspects, listen, you are still my customer. I mean, explain why you're there. You're so no, right? So I made a report based on our investigation. It's the XYZ, and this is the flow we have to take, right? Your next steps are XYZ based on your offense. We can offer you station bail, your first court date, your lawyer, blah, 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 blah. You have certain things where you have to make your customer know. It is a service-based organization, right? So if you put one party shop and you order two party and a party hat, who you ask me, does me be a party? You that service from that?
I mean, I've none. Wait, you can't wait. I'll come out.
Exactly. Come out and
don't be.
no.
That's not a service,
right?
Yeah, man.
So how can you have a facility, right, for 40 years that has not been convicted?
Oh, you know, it's a kidnapping this better. Can you imagine somebody? All right, I just state with you know. Can you imagine you and me, Jason, anyone I want, Nattyville, anyone I want, Cliff, anyone I want. So we don't catch somebody and lock them in our basement or somewhere for even 1 year. When them come away, what you think you're gonna do? What you think happened to you? Yeah?
Okay.
That is kidnapping.
Yeah. And it's happening too often. It's happening too often.
But it's kidnap and torture them because you have other people in there torture them, you know. I sodomize them and them thing there, you know. See? And I think what we know because I talk to who and who them and say, you see them people when have the head, then get raped till them food sometime in that, you know. And then build boys town and them do all kind of little things and them tell me all the things when I say, John, and I say, yeah man, them have over there some man. Them man they made gun and them things, they say them have them over there, so do them all kind of things. Beat them and do them all kind of things in a prison. See? Remember, you know, them there, enough of them in there, them never get sentence. None at all. See? But you do 50 years. You have man who commit crime and get found guilty and come out. And you know when I found guilty upon nothing, them have just accuse you. Them lock up and give you a Mandela and a half, Mandela and a 3/4. Yeah? It's bad. So when we about Mandela, brother, we used to say, Mandela, boy, 27 years, that enough. But when we look for our one prison, and I something like Mandela, I fight for freedom, I fight for the struggle of the African people, them, you know. In a den South Africa, we're nasty, you know. Apartheid South Africa, you know. A Jamaica, this, you know. No, war time, I know, you know. But look how them deal with one people, especially ghetto people, is that them deal with them like them are the ethnic cleansing, brother.
Yeah.
And a joke. What for use those strong words? Yeah.
If the thing is in a way that people like you don't really talk, not said, and that is what that is a telltale sign as well.
Yes.
It a tell people moral fiber will exist in our country. And if it's not a rich man uptown or a Chinese man, you know, something happened to. Like nobody cares. Why we never see that? Why we never see? Look how much China, and this is me keep on asking this question. Look how much Chinese in the country and white people in the country. Why we never hear none of these cases where them they be in prison or lost in our system? Man no mad. Whether in their DNA they can't mad or can be deemed as mad.
Yeah, but them say it. The man fit for charge. So oh you lock up the man and you say them in prison same way. Who do this? Even the DPP, them in an officer, if them not dead, and them get charged to one. And the one them who continue to do it. Because you talk about you say them with strict supervision from them a prison. Oh, you're not supposed to be a prisoner. You come out, you go to prison and then go through the court system, make the court system take it course, and them come out free. Them beat them case. So you deal with him as a prisoner. 50 years, 40 years. And you send them out after you kidnap and a torture. Jamaican citizens not that. I use the state resources doing this. The whole prison system torturing, kidnap and torturing people in a Jamaica. And it's supposed to cool. We're supposed to raise this to the highest level, you know. Because kidnap and torturing this. I remember I keep on Sunday I come. I kidnap and torturing. We not play with them.
What we don't want to hear is Chonga. We know say not do it because we know who he is. We know who is favored. We know who him favor. We know some friend and companies of the criminal league because of based on WikiLeaks, right?
Yes.
So if I'm a friend and if I'm a gangsters, which has been his how him operate from years gone in a Mobile. Where if you lock up certain man, run down there and be a nice. So see, I'm like how you see Warmington, you know. That's why the body camera again. So we don't have them something documented how they behave. You understand me, I say? Yes. So we wouldn't have to we don't have it on camera. That is what they run from. So when they stop a commissioner of police, you don't have him on camera. You understand? When they stop a minister, you don't have him at this, them thinking in their mind and I say, no, but we can't allow them to document how we really operate. That's why they don't want the camera. You're going to tell me about you want to test it.
You know the test. You understand? It got through the test already. I know some foolish system attack to you know.
I mean, man, I hear that about them. Everybody take away for one.
Can buy the gun them and use them and test them. You test them for Jamaican people. The bullet them, you test them, you use it for Jamaican people.
Yeah, you test
the car them, you see you test them and you send them out when they clear them.
Yeah, the new
so you want to
them.
test the camera. Eh?
You know why you not test them? Because them already tested and proved.
Thank you.
Because Jamaica don't know if you test that in the first place. Them the thing that operate years. And that's some country where you can't even believe that. Come on. Right? So we don't want a minister, we don't want to have a minister now who come out and speak very strongly of this. And do an audit and ask your audit be done. And make sure that there's nobody like him in the system and how you treat with it and even change the legislation. This is what a minister should do, you know, brother. To make sure that them something not happen again, you know. Look what will happen. Him not go say, and nobody now call him to books. Right?
Yes.
Because what people have to understand, you know, is that this can be you, this can be your brother. Right? Somebody can take you up and say you're slipping in the system and you fall into the cycle and I tell you how the cycle works. You're deemed that you can't plead because of your state. Right? You can plead guilty or not guilty. And then the facility that can help you do so, right? They don't have like in the normal jail, they don't have a medical team. So them send you a GP, where them have a wing, where can sort you out that way. So you get trapped in the cycle of going to court, you're not convicted enough, but you're in a GP because them have the medical facility. So them know
but the medical facility is not even working properly. Because you them talk to me, it's non-existent, yes. Because just a name. Just a name, people.
I probably have a cycle. Yes. I don't know how much money in them had. Him one probably look, everything is broken in the brother.
Yes.
But that's why they hide it, you know. So if people from inside, you don't want a water man now come tell you about it. If people inside, everything does hidden. So we are play a role to police, water, everybody hide this information. So we are seeing the injustice and we are not doing anything. And you now get rich off fight. Police now get rich off fight. Water now get rich off fight. So why are
just even is better.
Okay, politicians, them we are called to books and get rich off of this by not saying what is up.
You know why though?
So people can talk the truth.
But you know why though? It destroy the fabric of the country, you know. Because if you have a good justice system, you see why them not go to prison. And you have a good education system, and you have a good health system. You see why them not use the health system neither. I want to still please up to them and make them tell them bullshit. Let me tell you something. If you have a country where it's so corrupted and you see how much money are flash all over the place and none of them, not even one of them, you have to get up right now. And you want to stay after 8 years and one man get charged. The rest, you just let them off lightly. Right? And then just spin them down. And that's it. So make a stop talk. And one man, and I know 5 years gone now, I will read. And fee money little to the amount of money the billions are gone. And the rest, them just line up and enrich themselves and deal with PSOJ. None of them, by the way, in a PSOJ go prison. Look on the man, the wife, it's a wife, with the little boy. Only them that try to blame PMP. And the joke me make, them that try to blame the PMP, them and the Zozo and state of emergency because we tell them to come on board. One of them, JLP one day, must counsel one of them run out with the foolishness. You understand? And it's a crime. And you must politicize crime. Who them attack to? Go talk to Andrew with that. I'm at the biggest politicizer when it comes to crime. Him! Tell them can make you sleep with the window and door open. And every time PMP in a poor crime can rise up and look on the march. He have the third deadliest year in Jamaica. 2017, go check it. And the first of 2009, Abu said one that he was part of the cabinet. So I type on his shoulder. the type of theme show like that. Yeah? The first and the second one at 2005. So the third deadliest time in a Jamaica history murder, 2017. I mean, noticing not about it, so the can't say 2005, you know, deadliest, but that's 2009 are the deadliest, you know.
What we advocate for?
Yes.
Yeah, talking about the PM.
Yes.
Is an institution that we dubbed the Jamaican FBI.
Yes.
Right?
Mocha.
And how much, because again, me tell us that you can arrest somebody or start an investigation based on observation. Right? So, and you see it happen. So you see this local youth, my 17, him start drive 2 he might drive this thing and buy bus, he might live the lifestyle. You initiate an investigation, as a police work you do.
Yes.
2 you might find them connected to drugs, or 2 you might find that him have a rich uncle who just died. But you cover your track and say, yeah man, I go to youth, him just get some life insurance money, him good to go. Or him connected to some sales or some illicit material. Right? Same thing for everybody in the country. There's nobody exempt. Right? We're saying that there's so much coincidental things happening with the Prime Minister. SSL, before SSL, he used to serve under the administration of Rural Read. We're talking about big investigation. We're not talking about things that we can look into and find facts in. Right? Those breadcrumbs of activities where you really have to look into and say, no man, something is wrong here.
Yes.
Right? Offshore money, where I put money offshore in a kid's name. Tell us where you can see money laundering and signs of some illicit activities happening. How long? Big house building, now you have new projects, you can't pass the declaration period. A lot of stuff happening. Right? It's cause to concern. So if the head of the stream is operating this way, now we have an FBI. I probably can't touch him inside. Right? I just hope that an investigation is being done around this individual, right? And that an arrest or something can be done. I wouldn't even put in place, we need to watch them and see what really are going. If you understand, advocates investigation should be happening as relates to the Holness family. And hopefully there's nothing illicit happening within their household. You understand? Again, it is so big that remember that.
Let me just ask you something.
Integrity Commission. Let me just finish this. The Integrity Commission guy got shot. I want to hear nothing more about it. Right? Go ahead.
All right. So, all right. So you know because you're more for deal with it, or you know as a detective inspector, right? And you know about that trouble this, right? So you look for
that's why that's why them carrying Mocha.
Okay, all right.
Because
so,
we couldn't have done it.
All right. So you would have
done it because they would have squashed it. They would have squashed it at the commissioner level.
Okay, that's squashed. All right.
Out of your jurisdiction. So if you is a detective inspector or you is a DSP, you're in charge of a particular division. Or you reach up this stuff here. First thing, even if you find something, you have to go move over the file and then them go sit down on it. So that's why Mocha came in. So you're not really, and it will show you something to that it is flawed because the commission is like a creature of the government in the sense that him so entangled. Yeah. The selection is so entangled in politics that it's hard to really investigate them because so them name call them they're informed. You have to tell the commissioner your investigation. And I saw I go sit down now with him friend and I said, no, them I look pan way. Them I say, hey, what them I say? Then tap your phone and tell them to stop talk. Yeah, you understand what I say? So the whole thing was now to take out have an independent body like an FBI where they have their own autonomy, which is kind of depressing how they maneuver it, in the legislation because they have reporting responsibility to Chuck.
So that means I say to Crab. Why them put the head to go talk to?
Yeah? Because again, they manipulated it, so they can know exactly. Because them fear independence, of this investigation. That's why when US come and we have any joint initiative, we're so successful with that. look because them can't go around the United States or UK or whatever. But anything we have to do with we manipulate it and friend it out and buy it out and all sort of stuff.
So I have two things, So see, like when you see the FBI now investigate the president's son. And then they tell the president, then have to tell him nothing, them just go ahead and just investigate who they investigate. That's how we're supposed to run. And when a country not run, so it's bad. Because if you know, you did there more then. Because it can stop somewhere else. So you there more then, right? You there more. And you don't see the prime minister, you don't know where I come from, because you're watching background in the 90s. So you married around 97. Yes, and then so them get them youth, when them turn Minister of Education in 2007. And then you see what going on with them also. When them used to get paid at 5.8 million, he used to get paid. That time the money did stronger. So that's about like 62,000 US. Now I probably know, 62,000 US was 5.8 million or nearer to 6 million. Them time there. Same that him used to get 5.8 million or 6 million film pay. Right? That him used to get Jamaican. But you see a man of a house, you see it itself 500 when you done it at 500 million USC. So yeah, 500,000 USC, right? You might get that, but you might get a house, you might have a house over more than $500,000. Together them spend over $1 million. You know, question if you might get 62 for the year. When they make this money so fast. And then when you look now, you see wife now come back now to a prime minister and you see a wife now have an 800 million project where she has she not we ask. She willing to tell us. It's an 800 million project plus other project with them have and the amount of other asset with them have. If you did their mocha, launch an investigation because you see
from the old start bill investigation. That is their mandate. I remember, even if you get financial backing from an independent body, you have to be careful who the backing is. Because if it come from, if it come from some control him, then so the military if you come in now, because suppose a China back him.
Yeah.
Then you have to be very careful with where China you talk about espionage and a different realm of things. So the ministers, the prime minister office, I don't understand how them for them things are different. Because I know in the United States, when Trump was a perfect example.
Yes.
When Trump was going into power before him have to take off all of the things him have to push off all them assets, put them in a trust. Yes, in a blind trust and give everything to him. He can't manage no business. You understand him? He can't have the conflict of interest. I don't know how Jamaican prime ministers can have so much things going on while being a prime minister. You're investing in a corrupt entity. You have money in a corrupt entity where they should be lockdown and you have your money in there. So much things. So who investigate? And who Mocha is doing what they need to be doing, right? We don't hear them on it, which is what we like. We're not supposed to be very loud, but unfortunately we not see a lot of action. But we want to see a lot of action.
Let me ask you something though.
We are watching very closely.
Let me ask you something though. So Mocha, with the SSL, you don't need no light gel, because I know no one stone or turn it, Because I cover them, them not tell you who won the book them. Them going to tell you say 200 of them are going like 20 people coming in on 2023 out of 200 book where them say molested, yes, get touched. Over 31 million US, that over nearly $5 billion, or 4.9 billion. And
yes, sir.
And them make the people them come in, but most of them book a shell company them, And the same minister and them friend them have money in it, in a different name. So so them want to transfer the money and not talk to. I know Nigel Clark not talk to nobody else. He might walk up and down like him take people to eat that, I go him for go to brother. People them forget serious. Come with us to some clown government. I run out of clown like what them you saw them do with poor people though. Them lock you up and then eat that straight 5. I run out of talk about you can use prison water for monitor man and him is not a prisoner. Kidnap and torture him for 50 years. And I want 40 days, the other one 43 years. The one on middle show 50 years. And then you can send man for a monitor them. Yeah, idiot. Oh, what? You monitor prisoner when them release. So she deal with him like him a prisoner and them a release him. Oh, warden for monitor you. You shouldn't be using a prisoner in the first place.
Again, and here's where you need strong leadership, because if somebody come to you like that from the ministry or from the government and I give you a certain instruction, you tell them say that you're a mandate.
That not there. Can mean we don't know you don't question it because I kidnap and torture them a deal with in the prison.
A free man, how you want me to monitor him or whatever. You understand? To be honest with you, that should be a police level, because if he's an accused.
Yeah, but you don't monitor. You say you don't have nobody and you don't have no witness, and you don't want 50 years or 40 years. And then you say, no, police are going to violate. If you did have something or something and say, no, a matter of fact, you should make sure you have something to drop him on some family member when you know him. But if you not send him for to take care of him and go find medication and do a kind of schizophrenic, you have to find all kind of things now where you never have. And you take him in and then feed him and then you just let go to the government. It can't work. No, we have to look about him. That them to say and look about. Look about him health and them thing. Them not having no teeth. You show him go in with them teeth never look black and like them rat not so. Me sure him not going with the whole of him teeth them stay so. I mean notice when they come out, you know, them kind of man that certain teeth they look, you know. Yeah? Like you know, proper dentist around there nothing at all. Like yo, you feel just wither down. Saying? It's wrong, brother. And this them kidnap and torture in Jamaica State. I mean, we're not going to stop push it. We're not kidnap and torture enough of the citizens, especially from rural. I'm going to call everything. I'm a virgin here talking now. I'm just tell him why I just say everything I get up, because then everybody come out and get up. But when I say get up, we don't understand because it cover the poorness. Can you have some people poorer than even when we say get up, you know? Yeah, man, believe me, man. All right, for instance, we say get on, we say, yo, you know, the zinc fence and them thing there, but a man still have a TV and maybe can some like, but remember, back in the days when you look on some place, when you go to country, you know, some people have no abaca to do it, you know, personal lamp, you know. And no stove, we have stove. Even a personal stove, a wood fire do it, you know. Wood fire. And them have to they don't have no money and you know, them have to walk to school and them have to take bus. So you are more in a privilege and you say get to them even poorer than that.
Okay.
Yes. But me just call it get to that me, you know, it's a police me attack. You know, we just use the word and just come up the whole thing. Come from some people and the real police. And like me and my virgin attack, you know. And me I say, you know, them time when you go to a country, you say at some place, the natural beauty of the place. You know what I go on, you know, you say the place and I see. Them want to leave. Because them want a break. There is no break. It's a hard thing for to take the chain. And I tell you, sir. Not true.
Real thing.
Ah.
2 train and them you go run.
Yeah, man.
You notice the training, so the training for the 80 thing start based on the news that we get. Yes. And it's not even Jamaica news. We hear it from UK, we hear it from Canada and so.
We hear it, yes.
Right? And from them 70 people, soldiers down here to train up the force.
Yes.
Combined force.
Yeah, so combined at 350.
Please note that Trinidad and Tobago, you hear Trinidad and Tobago there?
Me no know, me not hear them name, but
hear that name there, no?
So let me say out of the 350 too much Jamaica put.
So look like Trinidad and Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago make for them think, and but they'll get that seriously. Right?
Yeah.
You know, it's a sad day, you know, because my boy here barbecue say we are gonna look on them as enemies and invaders. There's no other way you can look on them.
So let me ask you the next thing though. If you know the police thing, you know, and say the boss are sending you
nobody can send me.
You know, but they'll say you have some police who want to take up the mantle and you know come soldier. Remember you can't go over there about soldier.
Yeah, the young one don't understand.
Eh?
The old boy, you can't no old police now. Someone will look clout and promotion.
Oh, so you said someone now go.
So young police don't know they don't understand themselves.
Oh, you can get WAP, you know. Yeah, they might go over there go get WAP.
Yeah, man, the Constitution not tell me for some they can't work outside.
The Constitution not tell you that. So they're not supposed to send the police. And they can't send soldiers upon the demand them place like that neither. And then if you send 350, what that can do to 11 million people. Over 11 million.
And that, and they're going to send 1,000 police.
Them now, but I send them police, you know, because them say the constitution will move. See?
No, man, them say them, once the council sort out,
yes,
then we send it. They're on board, man, but they're not going to send it for that youth away where they just come step down one year.
Them not want him.
All right, big brother, we chat.
Yeah, man, later. Cool. Yeah, man. As I said, bad, Jamaica government are kidnap and torture people. We know another food this year. We know it. So this, at the end, we're not going to take the people them not talk about to now monitor what? It name kidnap and torturing. You know what we want the people them to read through the constitution and start read it. Kidnap and torturing. Yeah. See? And it's wrong. It's wrong. When we say DPP, we're not come saying, strict, you know, garbage to, you know, but you're going to send prison water for monitor, man. He's not a prisoner. He's not supposed to be. If you run him through the system and you find him guilty, and then you don't let him go because of a certain term, and then you say a monitor, I would understand that. You can't breach people human rights and violate people human rights for 40 years and then still chat bullshit. Who put up with this? So we are going to start show the wider world, say, una kidnap and torture people in the prison system. Because that is kidnap and torturing. If you did want somebody like this in your house in a Jamaica, what them that call that? Yeah? And then I torture them like this. Hold them for 10 years. Eh? Lock them in a room. Cage it up and lock it away. 40 years. If the person do come out, you know, say in a big trouble, don't it? That means the state feel in trouble too. That's nothing different. It's even worse because the state not supposed to do these things to a citizen. Not supposed to. And find excuses. I may say, we want them go through them docket. Them for go through the prison, go through the whole prison them, and do a head count and find the people them docket and see what and see what up to. You can't sit on the people. A kidnap and torturing, man. Them a kidnap and torture them. You see the man come out with that female here, it's here. And it's not one, so them let them go in, you know, one and two of them do this. So I wonder how even had. But I show one 5 months, I'm show one yesterday or today. Them have done with. No two way about it. It's for done with. Done talk, you know. Wait till later. We're soon forward, you know. Yeah, man. Touch back my road again. Until later. I am up. Blessed. I'm out.